Alrighty, guys. We're going to get started here. Guys, what I want you to do is I want you to bring your hips right towards the edge of the seat. And I want you to go ahead and put your feet at shoulder width apart. Now, when they're shoulder width apart, you're going to make sure that your ankle is underneath your knee and that your heels are on the ground. Go ahead and drop your elbows down into those knees. Let's take one hand. Let's press the knee out. Let it come back in. And let's do that 5 times. And then very good. Let's put the elbow on the inside of the knee again. Let's take the other hand and go the other side 5 times. And let's put both elbows on the insides again. This time try to crouch a little bit deeper. We're going to grab the opposite shin. You're going to keep your knees out. You're going to try to reach the arm to the sky. Look up towards that ceiling. Come on back down. Let's go 5 times here. And one more. And then let's switch shins and go 5 in the other direction. Try to stay crouched down as we rotate. One more. And very good. Let's put the elbows on the insides of the knees again for the last time. Make sure the weight is still in the heels of the foot. You're going to make 2 fists. Bring the forehead down to the fists. Bring the nose and bring the chin to the sky. Come on down. And up. Let's do 2 more. Very good. Very good, guys. You can come on up and shake it out a little bit. We're going to start by rolling our neck out. So let's bring that head in one direction. It's going to come around in a circle. Try to sit up nice and tall. And let's change directions. Let's make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to keep our arms long and we're going to roll our shoulders out. We're going to start by rolling them backwards. And let's roll them forward. Put your arms at your sides. Bring your elbows in. Turn your thumbs out. Bring your palms up to 90 degrees. And let's take the lower arm in a circle. Go ahead and change directions. Turn those palms down. Wiggle those fingertips. Take those arms to one side. Take them to the other. Alternate back and forth. And let's bring the hands back to start and take the thumbs in a circle. Go ahead and change directions. And go ahead and put your hands on your hips. Bring the chest forward. Bring it to the side. back, other side, and around. And then continue going around in a circle. Let's change directions. Very good. Let's place your hands underneath the knee. Sit up nice and tall for me. Let the ankle just kind of relax. And you're going to use your hands to take your knee in a circle. Change directions. Let that foot just kind of relax. And let's switch sides. Sit up nice and tall. Take the foot in a circle. Let's change directions. And very good. So guys, we're going to get started with doing some spine exercises today. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to come and sit close to the edge of those chairs for me. And I want you to give yourself that same shoulder width stance that we were working on in the warm-up. And we're going to start this whole direction of moving, rolling of the spine. Okay, so you're going to think of rolling like a wave, a snake, anything of that nature. Okay, so I want you to do this. Start by taking that chin down into the chest, bringing your shoulders and rounding your shoulders, bending at the waist. And then we're going to start by pulling our chin high, our shoulders back, and we're going to arch to come up. When we do that again, our chin comes down, our shoulders round. And then when we get to the bottom, our head comes up and our shoulders arch. So you're moving your back in two different directions. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what's happening. Let's come on down again. Watch my spine here. And then as we get to the bottom, we're going to turn and rotate and arch the back on the way up. Allow your spine to surrender on the way down. So your back is rounded here. Open that chest on the way up. So your back is arching here. Let's round, come on down. Tilt, arch, and come up tall. Let's keep moving like this for another couple of minutes. You're going to notice that the muscles around the sides of the spine are going to start feeling worked. That's good. You'll start noticing that your body's becoming warm. Also good, okay? It's mobility and it's strength that we're working on here. We're working in two different positions to teach your body how to open and close and the difference between those two. Come on down. And come on up. Make sure you're going into both positions. So this first position should be really over-exaggerated, rounded. Over-exaggerated, arched. Let's do 3 more. Come on down. Come on up. And then come on down. Arch and come on up. We're going to do one more here. Really try to surrender on the way down. Try to pull yourself into shoulder engagement on the way up. Very good. Let's shake it out a little bit. Very nice. So that gave our spine what we call flexion and extension. Okay? We're now going to work some rotation. Okay? But before we do that, we learn different positions of the spine, but now our spine doesn't move. Okay? So our back is up nice and flat. Let's do this. Put your hands on your thighs. We're going to lean forward, keep our head and chest up. Press off the heels and come back to start. Chest is up tall. Keep the chest tall. Come on down. And then come on up. Something to think about is keep your eyes on the target somewhere in front of you. When you keep your eyes on the target in front of you, don't look down. That helps keep your spine nice and tight. When you see this from the side, you're going to notice that if you were to draw a line from my shoulders to my hips, that line should be straight. That line should not be curved or arched how it was in the first set, okay? So let's come on down with the flat back. Make sure your eyes are on your target in front of you. Keep your eyes on your target and come on up. Come on down. Push off the heels. Come on up. Something you can think about here is think of turning your butt outward. That's going to help you keep your spine flat when we get to the bottom. You might be feeling the backs of the legs. Most importantly, you should be feeling the glutes. If we don't feel that, make sure you press off the heels and then squeeze the butt at the top. Okay? Come on down. Push off the heels and squeeze. We're going to try about 5 more. Come on down. Come on up and squeeze. Come on down. Make sure the chest is up. The eyes are on the target. Eyes are on the target. Push and squeeze. Make sure we sit all the way up. And let's come on down again. Only do about 45 degrees. Push off the heels and squeeze the butt. We're doing 1 more. Come on down. Head and chest stay up tall. Push off the heels and squeeze. Very good. Now, right about now, you're going to feel yourself want to do this in a slouched position. We can't. We're learning posture, and we're developing strength for posture. So we have to make sure that we stay within what we've learned. That is going to be important as we go into rotation. You can't slouch when we do this. We have to sit up nice and tall. But what we are going to do, put your hands on one arm of the chair. You're going to take your head, turn and try to look behind your shoulder. Bring your head back to start and let your shoulders follow. Put your hands on the other arm of the chair. Take your head behind the shoulder. Use the chair and you can kind of push a little bit further. Bring your head back to start and bring your shoulders back to start. Make sure we stay sitting nice and tall. Rotate to your left. Try to look over that left shoulder. Try to stretch a little bit more. Come on back to start. Rotate to your right. Try to stretch a little bit further this time. Come on back to start. We're going to do about 10 times here. So we're going to go 5 each direction. As we're rotating, keep trying to press those knees outward like how we did in the warm-up. Don't let your knees collapse in. Keep tension on your legs and stay sitting nice and tall. Back to start. Rotate to your left and push your knees out. Keep pushing the knees out. Try to stretch a little bit further. Come back to start. Sit up tall. Rotate to your right. Push those knees out. Push them out. Push them out. Push them out. Back to start. Here we go to your left. Back to start. Stay sitting tall. Push the knees out. Rotate to your right. Keep pushing the knees out. Back to start. We're going to feel the abdominals and the obliques. Okay? That's the muscles responsible for rotation. So we're targeting another movement around the spine. Back to start. Let's try about 2 more each direction. To the left. To start. To the right. To start. 1 more on each side. To the left. Push those knees out. Push them out. Back to start. And come on to the right for the last time. Keep the knees outward. And back to start. And shake it out a little bit, but try to make sure we're keeping that good posture, sitting up nice and tall. Between the shoulder blades, along down the spine, through the abdominals might start feeling sore. We're going to get the sides here on this next one because we're doing side-to-side bending. Now, just like how I talked about previous, we can't slouch when we do this. We're going to make sure that we're sitting up nice and tall. You're going to put your hands underneath you, and your goal is going to be trying to reach your hand to your opposite knee. Now, when I do that, you're going to notice I'm not bending and tilting forward. I'm bending straight out to the side. Okay? Let's come back to start. Stay sitting tall. Tilt just to the left, not forward, not forward, not forward. Come back to start. Stay upright. Tilt to the right. Back to start. Go to your left. Back to start. And to your right. Back to start. As you do this, try not to look towards your shoulder. Try to keep your eyes on your target in front of you, even if you are bending. Very good. Something to think about is squeeze your butt as you're tilting down. Come to the left. Come to start. And then come to the right. And come to start. We're going to do about 4 more in each direction. And to the right. When we go, we're trying to reach a little bit more for that opposite leg. But just like in the previous movement, we're trying to press those knees outward. So we have tension on our legs the whole time. We're going to do 1 more in each direction. To the left. And to the right. Keep those knees out. On the way up, press out of those heels. And we're going to be back to start. Very good. Very, very good. We're going to work on some stretching here, but I want to make sure that we're going to sitting nice and tall, that we're sitting up nice and tall to do it, okay? So stay seated towards the edge of your seat. The only thing that should be on the seat should be your bum, okay? Let's take your left foot and put the leg out in front of you. I'm going to turn my chairs to the side so you can see what's happening here. The toe is up and the knee is straight. That's the most important thing. The second most important thing is that our chest is tall. You're going to start feeling a good stretch there, but you can take it a step further. Lean in by the waist to get a deeper stretch through the back of the leg, and you may even feel it down to the calf, and that's okay. But we can't round. We have to stay up tall and flat. Now, once we're here, let's take some nice deep breaths. Let's breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. take 3 more deep breaths. Try to stretch a little bit further every time while your back stays flat. Come on upright. Bring that foot in, put the other foot out. Same thing we're looking at. We're looking at the knee going straight, the toe coming up. Let's bring the chest upright, and let's lean in again. Take some nice deep breaths. Two more deep breaths. Make sure the spine stays tight and tall. Your head should stay on your target. And come on back to start. This next one we're going to do, here's what we're trying to look for. We're trying to go ankle to opposite knee. However, ankle to ankle is a suitable option as well. Okay? I'm going to go my ankle to my knee just so you can see what's happening. I'm going to put my hands at my ankle. I'm staying up nice and tall. And I'm going to start feeling a stretch right here through the back of the glute. We're going to take it one step further. The knee that's bent, we're going to turn towards that knee. And we're going to lean in towards that knee. But when we lean in, just like before, we're keeping our chest upright and your eyes in your target. We're not slouching. Take some nice deep breaths. As you relax more, you should notice that the knee is going to actually fall towards the ground a little bit more, allowing for a deeper stretch through the back of that glute. Let's put that foot down. Let's bring the other foot up. And same thing, we're going to sit up nice and tall. Rotate our body towards the bent knee. Keep the chest tall, lean in a little bit. And let's go into that deep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then go into the nose and out through the mouth. Couple more deep breaths here. Very good. Slowly come out of that, guys. Shake it all out. Nice job today, guys.